I have been a hairdresser for 24 years, and majority of that time, I've been the worst at recommending and selling retail. It was something that no matter what salon I worked in, I was always bad at it. I never met like KPIs, anything like that. I felt so much stress and pressure on me to sell and talk about retail that even though I've always loved products, like I love using products, I just couldn't get past it. And it's something I really struggled with, and something I really thought I had failed at. And no matter what the training I did and bringing the rep and all the things. And then when I started working for myself, when I started working from home, I just didn't stock anything because I was like, I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with having to buy stock, counting the stock, the pressure. Again, I'm just not going to do it. And it was the first time probably in my career that I really talked a lot about products because that pressure had been lifted, right? Like I I didn't have like a dog in the fight. There wasn't a whole bunch of shampoo sitting here. I didn't feel like if I'm talking about the shampoo and there's the brand name, the whole vibe about it changed. And when I look back now, I never talked about it more than then because I was going to tell my clients, my friends, where to go and buy stuff. But I was always looking to like, this is the best place to buy it. Here, write it down. Like, this is where you want to go and you need to go today. Like, I never would have spoken about retail like that when it was in the salon. So that's sort of where I was. And then when we were in lockdown here where I live in Australia, we were locked down for a really, really long time. I can't even remember. It was months. And I had actually just become mum as well then. And so it was a really different time going from working flat out within a bridal business to like not working at all and also being a new mum. It was a lot. It was a lot. And during that time, a brand that I actually had an account with, I had an account because my friend worked there. That's the only way I was actually even able to have the account, I think. So during that time, they sent me an email and it was like, here's your affiliate code, your affiliate link, this number, and if you copy this into it was so complicated. It was so complicated. I should find that email and see. It was just, I didn't get it at all. But it did say you can send this to your clients instead of having your doors open to sell products. This is a way that we can support you as hairstylists, and this is a way that you can connect with your clients. You can send them this and then they can shop online. And if I'm being real, I don't remember sending it. But like, I also was up in the middle of the night ordering random parcels as you do when you're feeding in the middle of the night. So I'm assuming I did it then. But I've used this code. I've used it somewhere. And the next time I went to order something from this brand, I had a credit on my account around $40. I had a credit. And I was like, a credit? Like, I don't have accounts. I just pay as I buy everything. So I was like, have I double paid something by accident? Have I been up in the middle of the night and have I double paid something just because how do I have $40 here? And it was the commission on a sale that I had made, specifically it was a hairdryer, that I had sold a hairdryer and they'd paid me $40 commission. And a real like light bulb moment for me, it took me so long to actually get my head around what had happened because like I said, I don't even remember sending the link, let alone making money off the link. And I was like, this is amazing. And I think because the language around it wasn't really there, the way it was explained was not really clear. It took me a really, really long time to understand what had happened there. And in this time, this is 2020, I was teaching hairstyling, as I have for over a decade, teaching hairstyling. And I filmed some online hairstyling classes because I'm like, this is what I'm going to do with my time. I want to create an online learning platform that is about learning how to do hair on different hair types. I've always been really passionate about that, you don't have to have the perfect hair to get hairstyled, things like that. So I had filmed all these videos and I have always used all the different products. And I thought whenever I watch like videos, whenever I watch YouTube videos or anything like that, and they're using a product that I like, I like to be able to tap on the link and go to where that product is. Like, I like that. And I wanted to build that within my styling videos. And so the company that had originally given me the affiliate code, I contacted them and I was like, hey, is this still available? They said the program was shutting down as the salons opened up again and we sort of all came out of lockdown. And so when I emailed them and I was like, can I please use this service, this code? And they initially didn't answer, which I get. I get sometimes you'll get emails and you're like, either you're too busy for them, that's fine, or you don't really know how to answer, or you don't have an answer, you're waiting on answers from other people. And whatever reason it was, I'd asked a few questions in this email and they answered every question except the affiliate question. And I was like, no, it actually took me a lot as a person then. I was really learning to, old me would have just accepted that they didn't answer the question, just never asked again. I was like, no, I want to know. Like, this is something. And I think I emailed 2 more times and I started CCing people in because I was like, who cares? And they came back and they're like, no, sorry, you can't use it. And I was like, how come I could use it a month ago and not know what I was doing and make money, and I can't use it now? You've got it there. You've got it there. It was there. It works. Like, if I could do it when I didn't even know where my head was at, imagine what you could do when you know where your head is. So that really annoyed me. That says a lot about my personality. That, why is the answer no? And then I contacted all the other brands that I used within my styling videos. I contacted all of them. I thought, okay. So I reached out and I contacted all of them. Any contact I had within that company, especially if they were in Australia, reps or what have you, I would ring and be like, explaining what I wanted to do. And they're like, no, we don't offer anything like that. No. And I was like, okay. And then, because I felt that this was something I really did, I was like, no, this is not a no. And then that led me down the path of connecting the fact that all of these brands are available elsewhere online. Like, going through the reps, going through the brands is just a hairstylist does. That's what we're used to doing. But really, you can get these products almost everywhere. And almost everywhere else has an affiliate program available. So this led me on this massive journey that took me years to, 1, to understand myself, 2, to gather the information. Like, there was little tidbits everywhere, but it was all aimed towards people that already knew what affiliate marketing was, that already knew what affiliate meant. And I felt like I had to go through it and then translate it first and then work on it. So I've had 2 accounts. I'd had a more personal account, and my professional account. And I ran so many tests on what numbers do you need to have? Because I thought, this is not just like, the educator in me saw straight away, I know that I can take all this information that's available, that's not organized, that's not translated, that's not applicable for hairdressers, and I can translate that. Like, that is something I know I can do, and I know that I'm good at doing that. So I can do that. But it cannot just be that you have to be, if you have to be an influencer, if you have to have thousands and thousands of followers, this is not going to work, because the majority of us, myself included, we don't have that. Like, if you're not interested in social media, or you're not an influencer, like, you just don't get access to this. That was just unacceptable for me. So using my 2 accounts, I was able to test out, like, what's the lowest bar? What's the lowest bar that you need to meet to be able to have access to things like this? And once I established it for myself, then I went to focus group. So then I was like, okay, my friends, I begged, pleaded, everyone, my friends were very supportive, but also people just outside of my circle, like, can you go through this course that I've created? Can you go through this process that I've created and test out, again, the parameters of what is acceptable and how we can make this work? And within that focus group, there was a friend of mine who had, I always get it wrong, it was like 52 followers. So, like, she was not into social media at all. And right up to like 18,000. So I was like, and everywhere in between. And I was like, okay, this gives a good range of hairstylists, different specialities, colorists, stylists, home salons. Like, I did all of that. And when the hairstylist who had like the 52 followers was accepted. And when she made money through using her affiliate links on her stories, I was like, it's over. Like, this has just proven how accessible this is and how applicable it is for all of us. Like, it just makes me really, really excited because accessibility is just something, is such a strong value for me that is when I was like, right, I am going to create education all around this so that I can let people know, I can let hairstylists know that if you're like me and you have just felt uncomfortable with retail and you've just like over it and you over brands being the gatekeepers of things and you know, you're not really sure, you don't want to stock anything, it's all too hard, all those things. If that's you, if you are watching this and that is you, I want you to know you're not alone. You're not alone at all. This has connected me to so many stylists all over the world that have this exact same problem. I thought it was a me problem. Turns out it's not. And there, I will create education. I do create education that is for you at every level. I'm committed to helping every single hairstylist get started with this because I believe this is such a huge opportunity for us to be able to earn money for what we're already doing, recommending products, but also on the personal note, on the feelings note, it has made me feel so much better about recommending products. It has helped me connect better to my clients because I am having those conversations of like, you need to be using this for your hair to be the result you want. And here is the best place to buy it. Here is the link. It's just, it's easier. It's less stress. It's no pressure. And the possibilities of earning are humongous. And I want that for you. So if that's a little bit about where this whole process started and affiliate codes for me, and if you're here and watching, thank you so much for being here, and I will speak to you soon.